All right, hello guys, here we are back for hole 7. I think we're going to probably go for this. Now, if you don't want to go for it, that's fine too. But I can't figure out, any reason not to go for this. Oh, well, I guess it depends on the wind that they give us. When you do attempt to go for this one, what I'm going to recommend is that you, have the capability to hopefully have some length on this. Oh, I won't even really need it. So I'm actually going to kind of go down here, and we're just going to use a katana. We shouldn't really need any power whatsoever. This is actually going to be kind of a hard shot. I don't know if I actually recommend this. So this is going to be a little bit of a gamble. Let's just take a look and see what it looks like. I'm going to come off some of this topspin, maybe to about 3. It's going to help it to cut a little bit harder. What I'll usually do is go here and maybe about 8 rings. But in this situation, I'm only going to go about 5 because I'm not adding any power and I don't have a lot of wind. So let's just see what this looks like for our first attempt. It looked pretty good. That was almost within a ring. Keep in mind with my alignment there, what I was doing is I was putting the left edge of the target, left edge of the bullseye, kind of where I wanted to land, and then I was only moving about 5 rings from that point. It just kind of keeps the adjustment simple. It looks like, maybe adding 1 more ring. You can see I used no power. I started to come off the, another thing that you can do is you can bring quarterback because it's going to have the capability to curl more. So having that extra curl is going to help it to get over to the other side. As I mentioned, it will be hard to actually get it over here. If you are going to lay up, I recommend laying up with, bringing your Saturn, bringing your Thorn. Make sure that you have those high backspin clubs. But here you can see, even from the sand on the other side, I do think there's going to be a reasonable chance that we can, still potentially make this. It's pretty low probability. Oh, way early on the timing. So there you can see it comes in just a little bit too hot. Not able to get it, but should be a relatively straightforward birdie, especially if you bring, the accurate clubs, the Malibu. As I mentioned, if you are going to lay up on that side, make sure that you bring your long iron with the best backspin possible. Same with the short iron. Make sure that those have max backspin capabilities. And for the long iron, you won't be able to make it anyway, so it's better to be safe and just play it kind of into the middle of the green, because you won't be able to backspin it enough anyway to make it. However, with the Thorn, you can get a little bit more aggressive if you lay up and get it down towards the edge of that fairway. But, I encourage you guys to play around with that hook, and hopefully be able to hone in on that adjustment. You could see that I was about 1 ring light. So if I would have went to one ring more, I do want to, kind of recommend that you guys start to back off that topspin. So what the topspin is going to do is it's going to keep it from cutting. It's going to go more forward on the bounce. Whereas if I back off on that topspin and get it a little bit more side, it'll cut harder to the left. So that's what you want to be looking to do, especially if you have limited curl capabilities like Extra Mile. So good luck, and I'll see you guys on hole 8 coming up.